We've never been closer than now to finding out about fucking aliens and UFOs. Did it. Fucking segue. All right. This is the month, peeps. And I don't know if I haven't looked in the news. I probably should have before I talk. But this is the fucking month. This shit right here is when we find out about fucking UFOs at a fucking minimum. What the government knows. We're going to find out. This is the month. It's disclosure. Dick closure. Dick closure. That's like taking a staple to your fucking pee hole. What? I had to hold the cup like that because my hand is getting a little bit fucking, it's rough. If you've ever fucking taken a knife, a Damascus blade to your fucking hand, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'll find out tomorrow if it's infected. So I thought about this because everything's crazy. UFOs aren't a new subject. UFOs are not a new subject. And if you think they are, you're fucking retarded. And I've talked about this plenty of times on the episode, like a lot of people on podcasts now, because we just do whatever the fuck we want. So aliens, too obvious, right? We're not going to find out about aliens. There's no way this month, I mean, not no way, but for them to go, oh yeah, by the way, there's aliens. That fucking isn't happening. I can't see it happening. If it does, fuck me. Fucking awesome. The whole world's going to change if that's the case. If they actually say it and show proof. And then a lot of people aren't going to believe it. But what's the most logical, for me, being someone who is in the military, knows about fucking stuff that goes on in there, like, what's the most logical thing? Look at all the other shit that's been going on. Corona, I don't even want to say it, so they just shut the stuff. The pandemic, right? So, there's a lot of confusion with it still to this day. Still to this fucking day. It's a fucking year and a half plus. And there's still confusion about what the fuck happened. You know, a lot of people, you could say a lot of things about, you could say a lot of things I'm not going to get into. But there is confusion abroad with the COVID. I'm not happy I just said it because I don't want this podcast shut down. Anyway. It's very confusing, the whole fucking thing. The whole fucking thing. And if you look at anything that's been happening, it's very media driven. It's very confusing. It's, they reveal all the times that they reveal often enough that a lot of these things are fucking put into the media to distract from something that's happening in the government so that nobody fucking knows, because what's our link to the government, unless you're in there, is the fucking media. Which is the most unfortunate part about this whole thing. I think this past fucking year and a half has exposed exactly how corrupt this whole fucking shit is. But it's what we got. It's literally most people's only way to see what's happening. So, and I'm talking about the federal government, which I've said we should focus more on our local government and let the fucking leaders of the fucking states and counties focus on the federal government. But it is what it is. We got to know what's going on. But anyway, there's a lot of things that happen that are false flags to get the fucking general population on board with it. And so you could look at conspiracies with 9/11. You could look at conspiracies with World War II. You could look at any of these things to get national there's a lot of things that have happened involving three-letter agencies to gain the population's backing. So, World War II, propaganda, get everybody involved. I'm not saying World War II wasn't needed. There was a lot of bad shit going on at that time. But what I am saying is propaganda is part of the fucking deal. So, one day I was sitting there, I'm like, what if this UFO stuff has been one of the things that the CIA has been trying to get out there? Because if you listen to old tapes of, I think it was Reagan was like, it'd be awesome if there was a galactic threat that we had to unite the global population under. So I thought about that quote, and it's not really a quote because I don't know exactly what was said because I can't think. I've been drinking, all right? But I was like, what if this has been a plan from the whole time? Get everybody involved in this galactic threat to unite the world in a single solitary worldwide effort to stop the evil Klingons from invading, and then we could unite the population. Well, years have gone by and UFO stuff has been floating in and out. And I'm not saying there's not UFOs by any means. UFOs are a real thing. We can't identify them. They're unidentified. What I am saying is, pandemic was a situation and a time in our lives where literally so much fucking information or misinformation was put out that was, let's be honest, strategically put in there to see how much the fucking general population would believe. Call it misinformation, call it a campaign, an information campaign. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying off the top of my brain. What if this whole time was a fucking test bed to be like, oh yeah, here come the aliens. The government, and this is just a fucking bullshit ass thing. So disclaimer, I'm just fucking thinking, what if the CIA saw that everybody will believe whatever the fuck the government tells them at all times? Like, look at it. No masks needed. Okay, no masks. I'm not wearing a mask. You need a mask, or you're gonna fucking die. Everybody's gonna die. Okay, I'll put on masks. You need 2 masks. Put on 2, 3, 4, 5 masks. Not enough masks. Put them all on. Like, they didn't say what kind of masks. I went out there wearing a Hulk mask. But the CIA sees this shit. They're like, man, none of this is based in science. For the people that say trust the science, they sure as hell don't understand what fucking science or biology is, because we all know that once you gain the fucking antibodies, you're good for this season, right? Or whatever it is. It's what vaccines are. Anyway, so a perfect time to start fucking dropping information about something, especially to a population that just fucking believes whatever the government. It's the government. We gotta believe them. This would be a perfect time because of, like, obviously a lot of the shit that was in the past, the fucking past year and a half, was bullshit. You know, on all levels, all fucking levels, it was all bullshit. And so you look at that and be like, man, these fucking people believe everything that's fucking told to them. Everything that's told to them. Everything. If a fucking authority tells them something, if there's authority that tells them something, they believe it and they just do what you say. Like, wear fucking 5 masks, they do it. And then they fucking yell at other people if they don't wear the 5 masks. You know, regardless if they're like, that's not based in science. They're like, but the government fucking told us. Fucking HOA, the WHO told us. You have to fucking do it or you're going to kill my kids. It is proven over the past year and a half that people believe anything the fucking government tells you. And I'm not talking about, like, I'd say maybe, just off the top of my head, 50% of people believe. But who are the people that fucking make changes? The ones that scream the most. The ones that scream the most are the ones that actually do things, because everybody else is like, God damn it, I just want to be left alone. I just want to fucking live my life and not deal with this. Fuck, do what you want. I don't give a fuck. Just leave me the fuck alone. And so, what if this is all bullshit, but what if this whole UFO shit that has been going on since the fucking atomic bomb has been dropped is just a false flag to get global participation and belief that a war against China is a fucking perfect answer, because those motherfuckers obviously leaked that shit, and it fucked up the world. It fucked up the world. And I'm not talking about it actually killed a bunch of people, because people die, the stats will show this is not fucking a lie. More people die every day by by driving cars than fucking die every day by COVID. More people die in 1 year by mosquito bites. Not joking one bit. It's a fucking fact. More people die of heart disease. It's the number one killer of fucking humans. And so we're scared. We're scared of this fucking thing. This flu. You know? If aliens did exist and they were coming here and they wanted to kill us, they would have fucking done it already. So now it's a buildup. Let's get everybody on board. And I'll explain. It's like, what does this have to do with China? I'll explain. I have a drone. And I'm not talking about like a little fucking thing that you get from fucking the toy store, which I don't think exists anymore. Toys R Us is gone. You got Amazon. Anyway, I have a Mavic Pro, which is like a video drone. It takes awesome shots, and I've used it maybe 4 times in my life, or since I bought it fucking years ago. But if you watch that shit and you put it up there, and you want it to go somewhere, you put it in sport mode if you want it to go fast, and it's almost instantaneously there. And I'm like, man, it has control surfaces on the outside, and it just hovers. It hovers where you want it to. And it drifts around a little bit. But then it can zip over, like especially if it's in sport mode, and it can fucking go pew, like all the way, like fucking 1,000 meters away, like within like a minute or a few seconds, right? Now you take that thing, which is it's made in China. It's fucking, it's probably $100 to make, and they charge thousands of dollars for you to get it, or whatever it is now. It's probably not that much now. Take that, multiply it by government effort within the United States that makes $1 million fucking drone that's as big as this. And if you've ever seen Predator drone, they have control surfaces. They look like normal planes, but it's a drone and it's got a propeller and stuff. But who's to say you can't take a fucking a drone, make it look like a UFO, and have a quadcopter type of aspect to it with propellers in there, that it's disguised to make it look like sleek control surfaces. And if you video it under thermal, you can edit that shit out with Adobe Premiere Pro. My point is, we just trust the government to be like, oh, they're telling us there's UFOs and it's being released and whatever. And you have all these people that are like, yeah, who the fuck knows? That's the point. You know, the government coming out, and it's super exciting. Don't get me wrong. It's super exciting. There's probably UFOs. This is all just me thinking what it could be. But let's go back to COVID. Everybody's, people are kind of hesitant. We're on the verge of something. Whether it's UFOs, aliens, life out there, or smashing the fuck out of China with national and fucking international involvement. I look at this like this. If we were going to pin something on anybody, especially with UFOs that are now hovering over military bases, it'd be too easy for the U.S. government to go, hey, these are UFOs. This is what we know about them. Oh, by the way, China is involved. It's their drones. They've been pushing it over. And then watch, fucking magically, I'm going to take a prediction. There's probably going to be a fucking event where they attacks one of these bases in the coming months after disclosure. And they're going to say, we know that China was involved. They fucking attacked our base. And now we need to go smash them. We need fucking NATO involvement. And I look at it like this. China is becoming a fucking major fucker in the entire world, right? Like, they released COVID. They are buying everything up. They're fucking up everybody fucking financially. They're buying up all the goddamn crypto. Let's just realistically think, how easy would it be for fucking the United States government to fucking pin the UFO shit on China and to get everybody else on board, because everybody's been waiting to go fuck up China. I'm just saying, I'm not pro-China by any means. I'm pro-America, dude. I'm just looking at this from a fucking weird perspective. Maybe aliens are bullshit. Maybe we are the only ones here in this infinite galaxy. Not likely. And I say that because I really hope that it's fucking aliens. I hope it's like I was saying on one of the last podcasts. I hope it's fucking octopus. That would make the most sense. If there were octopi in the ocean that were flying these funky spaceships, and they're like, yep, because they're not like anything else. It's probably octopi. It's also probably China. Who knows? And it's probably not China. It's probably the United States making up some bullshit. And I'm from America. So, it's just my 2 cents. Anyway, that's my topic about alien conspiracy to bring on war against China. What the fuck's going to happen in the next few months? I'm just fucking curious. I think the next few months are going to be fucking wild. Like, way more wild than fucking COVID was. COVID was just stay inside. But now it's like, wow, something. I think we're on the verge of something dramatic. And I just don't fucking know what it is, other than it's China and fucking UFOs. But anyway. See, I got COVID. It's not. I got COVID just talking about it.